Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Stormonth-Darling and I'm a Program Manager at the Offshore Renewable Energy Catapult. I'm here today to tell you a bit about the Fit for Offshore Renewables program and how it might be the right kind of program to support your business win more work in the offshore renewables sector. I'm going to cover the fundamental objectives of the program, a bit about how it's supporting the industry as a whole. And then I'll delve into kind of a bit more about how the program works, what its core scope is, and its impact. And then most importantly, tell you whether it's going to be the right kind of program for you and how you can apply to it. So the Fit for Offshore program, its main objective is all about increasing the competitiveness, the capacity and the competence of the UK offshore renewable energy supply chain, all with an aim to bring about the cost reduction in renewables and at the same time securing a long-term economic benefit to the UK as a whole. We're a core part of delivering the sector deal targets of 60% UK content in offshore wind projects. So a very worthy thing to be getting involved with. So as I mentioned, we're all about trying to address these barriers to the entry for the UK supply chain and achieving this UK content that we need. We do this by identifying high potential organizations, those with a strategic interest in the offshore renewables sector. And we try and achieve this local content through three things mainly. We grow the UK supply chain, so by helping companies transition from another sector into the offshore wind sector, by developing your sector-specific content and your sector-specific competence. We help you increase your competitiveness. So we do that through a process of continuous improvement in innovation and in other aspects. And we raise awareness of your business. So through our industry channels, when you become a granted member of the Fit for Offshore family, then we can get you on the map and get you closer to your potential customers. So how does it all work? Fundamentally, Fit for Process is not an audit as such. It is more of a reality-based assessment of your capabilities against a set of defined criteria. The team then supports your company improve throughout the journey of Fit for to meet these defined criteria. It's typically a 12 to 18 month process and targeted at SMEs to build your competence and create also an enduring business improvement program. So we want to see that once you complete the program, you then have a clear way forward to improve beyond that point in time. There are two main parts to the program. One centering around business excellence, where the scope and the standard has been set in reference to general business management best practice. And the second part is more around a sector-specific angle, where the scope and the content has been designed in reference with to the barriers to successful entry and successful growth in the sector that we've heard from industry themselves. The scope is broken down across four key themes. So there are sort of aspects regarding the strategy of a company. There is the sector competence angle. There are aspects relating to the drivers of competitiveness. And then there are basic competence aspects as well. So these overlay across the two main parts of the program. So, for example, under business excellence, we see we try and focus on the people. So we look at the employee culture and your communications, etc. And we look at key drivers of competitiveness under the leadership. We look at processes and operations, so looking at your continuous improvement culture, KPI setting, etc. We also look at your fundamental planning aspects, so design systems and control, project planning and management. And we look at the really fundamentally important stuff that really any business should have: health and safety and quality. Under the sector-specific angle, it's a little bit different. We look at obviously your knowledge of the sector and how we can grow that. But we look at things like cost reduction as a key theme, given the typical tighter profit margins that projects are seeing these days in the sector because of the effectiveness of reducing LCOE to date. We look at sector-specific aspects of, for example, health and safety, technical risk management and commercial risk management. So, for example, the latter, we focus on the kinds of contracts that you might be looking to agree, and the way in which the supply chain is structured that is unique to the offshore wind sector. So what is the process? We begin with your company filling out an expression of interest, where shortly afterwards a capability questionnaire. These will then be assessed and you will be asked to possibly join the program. If you do so, then you'll be put together in a cohort in your region to sort of go through the whole Fit for Offshore process as a cohort, as a group, so you can help to share best practice with each other, and we'll be able to get you a closer engagement with local industry players as a group. And that's always going to be beneficial to each organization. At the point at which you start the program, you'll be asked to complete an online self-assessment, which will cover both the business excellence and the sector-specific aspects. And we will then, as a team, verify that, and that will give us a baseline so we know which point your company has started the program and at what standard you're at. At that point, an improvement plan will be put together with the team, and they will assist you in your journey to developing and improving various things until the point at which, hopefully by the end of the program, your company is in a position to be assessed at a granting panel and hopefully given the Fit for Offshore granted status. At that point in time, hopefully you'd be joining a club of other Fit for Offshore granted companies, where you'll get a better opportunity to engage with major industry players, potentially those kind of companies that would be your future customers. You can be part of Fit for Offshore granted events and be included in a database of those kind of companies that have met that standard. It's typically a 12 to 18-month process that will take you through from start to end. We have run this program several times in previous regions. There are some good case study examples on our website, which you can find. And what we found typically is that the impact of our program has centered around a few key aspects. Typically under the business excellence side of the program, we see a lot of the value for businesses coming in the process management and the people management aspects. So for example, we see under process management, finding or helping companies to agree relevant KPIs and to monitor those to track and improve performance has been of real value, having a direct impact on the productivity of those businesses. Under people management, it's more centered around employee engagement and training, which is having an impact on the skills development within the organization. Under the sector-specific aspects, sector knowledge obviously has been very important. So understanding kind of how the projects work, what technologies are relevant, and what the supply chain structures are. And then also helping companies understand their value proposition and cost benchmarking targets has been some of the key things that we've helped businesses with over the previous months and years. So, is the Fit for Offshore program right for you? And if so, how can you apply? So participating companies in the program can range from those who actually have no offshore renewables experience at all, so they may be from another sector. But if you're looking to take your first steps into it, but also established companies in offshore wind who may want to benchmark your position in the sector and to drive your business excellence further. It's also for you. In this Northeast region we're concentrating on now, to be eligible for applying, you must be an SME. And under the Fit for program, we require that companies have 10 or more employees and with a turnover of at least £1 million. If you'd like to get in touch, the expressions of interest window is now open, and you can follow that link there to the General Northeast Business Growth TIGGOR link, which will guide you towards the Fit for Offshore EOI. I have a few key dates for you. The call was opened on the 5th of November and will close approximately 15th of December. So you have a bit of time left. Early in January, we will announce successful companies, and next steps will be discussed about what that will mean for you and your business. Soon after that, we will publicly announce those decisions and announce the full cohort of companies that are on the program. And we will formally begin the Fit for program from probably around the 1st of February. Shortly after that, well, maybe 6 weeks or so after that, we will have the first cohort session, which will bring you and your fellow Fit for companies together with industry to understand a bit more about what's on the table and what your end customer, end user might look like in the future. And hopefully this will start you on a journey that will lead to you winning more business in the offshore wind sector. So that's all. I think you know where to go and how we can help. So thank you very much for your time.